Building a custom home in Greater Victoria requires capital, coordination, and patience. The framing you see here is just the middle chapter. This numerical visualization shows the baseline metric for the current market. A custom build in British Columbia will run you anywhere from $400 to $650 per square foot. For many property owners, that reality sets in months after purchasing their lot, when they receive a preliminary estimate that completely shatters their initial expectations. To prevent that scenario, we need to do the math up front. We are going to look at a forensic, line-by-line breakdown of exactly what you are paying for before a single shovel hits the dirt. The final price tag of your home is dictated by hidden variables: steep municipal fees, harsh geological conditions, and energy mandates that you must forecast early to keep your project financially viable. This chart shows how finishing choices impact your base budget. A starter spec sits between $400 and $475 per square foot. Mid-spec pushes the cost to $550. The luxury tier climbs over $650, accounting for premium natural stone and complex rooflines. Those finish levels determine what you see, but the BC Energy Step Code dictates what goes inside the walls. These mandatory thermal performance targets require specific insulation values, triple pane windows, and advanced heat recovery ventilators. Meeting these provincial energy and zero carbon mandates adds an estimated $15 to $40 per square foot to your upfront building envelope costs. The materials driving this price increase are entirely hidden behind your drywall. Before physical construction begins, you have to navigate the municipal bureaucracy. Your budget must account for building permits and development cost charges, levied on a per lot or per unit basis by municipalities to fund local infrastructure. Next are the utility connections. You must pay for BC Hydro service lines, which can involve converting overhead wires to underground trenches, along with FortisBC natural gas hookups and municipal water and sewer tries. You also have to pay administrative and engineering fees strictly to prove you are complying with the Energy Step Code. This involves hiring energy advisors to run software models and conduct mandatory blower door airtightness testing. This sequence sums up those non-negotiable requirements: permits, development cost charges, utility connections, and Step Code administration. The result is a total between $25,000 and $60,000 required before a shovel ever hits the ground. These soft costs operate as an inflexible entry fee. They are completely detached from the value of your physical building materials, yet entirely mandatory to legally start your project. The physical geology of your lot will heavily dictate your site preparation budget. In Saanich, Langford, and West Vancouver, shallow bedrock is a primary obstacle. This chart illustrates regional geology impacts. Hitting rock requires blasting, adding $15,000 to $50,000. Rural parcels require custom septic and wells, costing $35,000 to $70,000. Steep driveways and geotech reports push final site preparation to between $30,000 and $150,000. The dirt and stone you build on shape your financial baseline just as heavily as the square footage you plan to construct. We can take all of these disparate variables and apply them to a typical 2,000 square foot custom home in Greater Victoria to calculate the actual bottom line. This ledger shows the core hard cost budget. Constructing a 2,000 square foot home runs from $800,000 to $1.3 million. Purchasing the vacant lot adds $400,000 to $1.2 million. Builders then apply a 10% contingency buffer to absorb unexpected site conditions. To tame these variables, you need a structured approach. Multiply your target per square foot cost by your square footage, add 15% for soft costs, include a site-specific preparation estimate, and finally, add the land acquisition cost. Organizing your risk into these 4 distinct categories prevents your budget from spiraling and gives you the leverage to make informed design decisions from day one. Creating a custom home is a highly rewarding endeavor, but the true cost is the hard sum of the lot, building codes, and soft costs. Confronting these mathematical realities months before breaking ground is the difference between a project defined by stress and a project executed with precision. If you are planning a custom build in British Columbia this year, you need to partner with a team that accurately forecasts these risks. Visit silentstory.ca to access detailed resources and schedule a preliminary consultation. Leave a comment below with the specific town where you plan to build, and we will break down the localized site preparation costs in our next video. Total financial transparency, no matter how harsh the initial numbers appear, is the absolute foundation of every successful custom home project.